What is up, geeks? This is the review you are looking for. This is the Star Wars The Black Series Kylo Ren Force FX lightsaber. I'm going to unbox it, and then I'm also going to compare it with the other Kylo Ren sabers that I have. So that will be exciting. So let's get to this. Let's start out with the box. Now this thing is big, so I have my tripod set up for you guys. But let's start with the top of the package here. You can see a side angle of the hilt, which is very nice, and then you got the blade going down all the way to the side here, and you can see Star Wars The Black Series Kylo Ren Force FX lightsaber. Now on the front you have the same logo right there, and then you got like a little schematic of the saber right there, which is nice. And then you got this image of Kylo Ren, and it's actually the same one, the same pose that he has for the poster that I have from the Toys R Us Force Friday. And then you can see the saber here, which looks so nice. And what's cool about this, if I get the right angle, it's hard to see this on camera, but you can actually feel the saber on the packaging, which it's a pretty cool feature. So I like that a lot. I really like how they're sticking with the Black Series black and red color tones. So on the side here you can see, just like the Black Series figures, you have numbers. This is number 4. I believe you have Darth Vader, you have Yoda, and I'm not sure about the last one. Please comment below if you guys know what the other Force FX lightsaber is. I'll do my research and get that answer for you guys soon. But I'm guessing maybe it's an Anakin lightsaber, but I could be wrong. That would make sense though. So we got Kylo Ren Force FX lightsaber there. And then on the other side, some info for you guys there. Copyright stuff, pretty boring stuff. The back, it says 3 blades, realistic light effects, authentic movie sound effects, real metal hilt, and display stand. And then we got it in different languages there. So you can display this thing a number of ways, one of which is this, which looks pretty cool, you know? They really innovated with the way that you display it. Traditionally speaking, they would have just like a normal stand, but now they made it like a clear piece, so you can have it bending on this angle, and then you can have it displayed like this, which is an alternate way of displaying it with the hilt resting on it like a normal stand. Let's get to the review. Let's get to the reason why you are watching this video right now. Let's unbox this thing for you guys. So the lightsaber is covered with styrofoam, which I like a lot, because when I got this package, which I got from Entertainment Earth, by the way, they shipped it without any fragile label on the package, so I was a bit concerned when it was mailed. I got it yesterday and I was like, okay, I hope that everything is okay. And it looks like everything should be in working order because there's styrofoam all over the place. I really do love that a lot. So here's the instruction manual. It just reiterates the ways to display the saber. It also shows how you function it. The switch is pretty unique in the way that it ignites, so I'll get to that in a little bit. And this is just how you remove the battery pack, so that way you can insert the 3 AA batteries. Now this is the clear display stand. Looks very nice, especially on camera. The way it reflects the light looks very cool. So I finally got this guy out of the package, and wow, this thing just is so powerful. When I have it in my hands, it just feels like you're Kylo Ren, and there's a weight to it. It's so heavy that it's definitely heavier than 2 of my sabers combined. Out of all of my sabers, you could pick any 2, and it's so heavy. I know that's a con for a lot of you guys, but for me, it's definitely, it makes you feel like you're really holding a lightsaber. And so I was actually pretty iffy buying this thing. Wasn't sure if I should get it. It was $200, so that's pretty expensive compared to the Disney exclusive, which was 30 bucks. And to me, visually, it looked a lot more appealing to me. But now that I have it, I am so excited to show you guys this. Before I get into all the details of the hilt, I know you guys want to see me ignite the saber, so I'm going to do that first with the lights on and then with the lights off. So the ignition switch, it's not here. The Disney exclusive one is there, but right here, you just push it up. And there you go. That just looks so cool. It has that flickering effect to make it look more like it's alive, like the actual saber is in the movie. So that's definitely cool. So I'm going to power it down. So I'm going to do it with the lights off now. So this thing is pretty bright. I mean, I was surprised because when I was watching videos, it seemed pretty dim. Obviously, this is not an Ultra Saber. This is not a custom saber. Don't expect it to be extremely bright. This is not Makoto at all. This is a Force Effects saber, and it's standard. It's not like it's any dimmer than any Force Effects that I've seen. Especially, I have the Luke Skywalker from Episode 4. It looks just as bright, and I'll compare this saber to that saber as well. Alright, so let me go over the 2 ways that you can use the display stand. This is one of them. I do like the look. It's a lot more stable than the other look, but the other look does look cooler. So this one, you just lay the hilt right on this little groove here, and that's basically it. The other way is to loop this through the actual blade, and then it'll balance this way. You just got to get the right spot, and it actually looks like it's floating in air, which is a really cool look, but I wouldn't suggest doing this look, at least for an extended period, just because eventually your blade is going to be damaged somehow. You know, it's going to be bent in at least a little bit. So I would not suggest this way, but you know, if you're going to do a quick video, it does look really cool because it's like floating in the air. Now I'm going to go over the details of the hilt and then the sound, and then compare that with the other sabers that I have. So as far as detail, this looks very nice, and it's pure metal. I don't know what kind of metal this is, but it's very heavy. I'm not sure if this thing is weighted. Maybe, you know, it's just a lot of weights in here to make it feel like it's heavy, but honestly, it does feel like it's a really durable metal. So maybe it's not even weighted, it's just a very high grade metal. Anyway, you can see here, it's very weathered like, and that's the design of the saber. I do love that design. It looks really cool. The biggest thing here that's really, I think, is an awesome added bonus, it's like an actual wire here. Now, you want to be very careful when you're twirling this thing around, just because I don't know how much this can take as far as damage, but it's so cool how you can actually like move around the wire. It does feel like it's an authentic weapon because, you know, that piece is actually there and it's not just painted on. Now the bottom, got a nice piece here. You actually use a coin to turn this, and then the battery pack comes out, and you use 3 AA batteries, compared to other models in the past where you've actually used 3 AAA batteries. Now the ignition button is right here, and I mean, it just looks very nice the way that they did this with all the dry brushing. I like that dry brushing over here to give that like rusty look to it. It definitely looks like Kylo Ren probably just put this together out of a bunch of different pieces. So I like that a lot. So as far as sound goes, let me show you guys that. Let's ignite it. So it's not extremely loud. That's something that a lot of people have complained about. But it's definitely louder than your Ultimate Effects sabers, but just not as loud as Ultra Sabers, so that's the one thing. Now, it does make humming noises when you move it around, so it does react pretty nice, and I feel like the sensors are a lot better than the other Force Effects models that I had before, and the Ultimate Effects for sure. Now let's clash this thing. There we go. Now, compared to Ultimate Effects sabers, it doesn't have that blinking, which I would have liked, but that's something that comes with Ultimate Effects. With Force Effects, you just hear the clash. So it does sound like the same kind of clashing that other lightsabers have. It doesn't have any special Kylo Ren feel to it, but the humming definitely feels like Kylo Ren saber. And I like how there's different kind of humming noises when you move it around. So that's awesome. Now let's compare this thing. Now I got my other Kylo Ren sabers out. I know you're probably wondering, where is the Ultimate Effects one? Now, unfortunately, I noticed that that saber was a little bent, so I had to return it. And to be honest, I didn't feel like, getting another one because, there's a very high chance that the other one would be bent too. And not only that, honestly, now that I've seen the Force effects, as far as the paint details and all of that, it's the same exact design, just bigger. This one is bigger and better. It's metal, and the sounds are a lot better. The effects are a lot better. So I see no reason to get the Ultimate Effects one. Not to say that nobody's going to enjoy that saber for what it is. It's just very expensive for something that's not really much better than this guy right here, the Disney electronic lightsaber. Okay, so let's do a little breakdown of all these lightsabers. We got the Disney electronic lightsaber on the left side. Now this one, as far as electronics, it's similar to the Ultimate Effects. You have the multiple LEDs in the blades. You do have the ignition effect. This runs on AA batteries. Now it does have some weathering. The paint details are superb on this, especially for 30 bucks. I do recommend this one a lot. I love this thing. Now as far as details, you got some copper finishes here. It does look really nice. So I love the look at it. It has the windows in the bottom. Now as far as sounds, let's ignite this thing. So you can already tell that the sound is not as good as the Force Effects one. It does sound, it has different unique sounds to it. It sounds a little bit more grindier. It sounds like you're grinding some metal in the hilt. It does have this nice effect to it, which I do like about the saber. It has the fiery look to it. So that is the plus side to this saber. I can't really think of a downside to it, honestly, because this is just, for 30 bucks, it's an amazing saber, and you guys already know how much I recommend this one. Now you have the basic lightsaber on this side, the Kylo Ren Blade Builders version. Now this one looks like it's brand new, fresh, hasn't seen any damage, it's a different look. So if you like that look, you can get this one. Also, if it's only 12 bucks, so it has the designs here too, which is very unique, and you could just manhandle this and not have to worry about it because it's only 12 bucks and it's very light and it'll be fun to duel with. This one is also fun to duel with too, but of course the LEDs, if any of them breaks, it'll be pretty noticeable when you break it. So that's the only downside actually to that one. But this one, there's no electronics at all. So very nice. I like this one as well. So that's why I kept that one. The only one that I didn't decide to get was the Ultimate Effects. I mean, I didn't bother buying that one again just because this one is basically the same exact one. So just remember, watch that review if you want to really compare this one to that one. But honestly, it looks exactly the same, except this one is metal and just a pure beast. It feels really, really powerful in your hands. For those who would like to know the difference in the blade size, we have the Force Effects at around 30 inches. We have the Disney exclusive at around 24, and then the Blade Builders at 22 inches. That is my comparison with all of them. I hope you like this. I'm going to show you how I display this. I'm actually not going to use the clear display stand. I'm going to use the saber stands that I usually use for my other lightsabers. One more thing before I show you my display. I wanted to compare it to my other Force Effects lightsaber that I have, and coincidentally it's also going to be in the Force Awakens. This is Excalibur, basically. This is the lightsaber that has been passed down from Anakin to Luke and now to Finn somehow. We'll find out in the movie how he got his hands on it. But this was made in 2010. The huge plus to this one, it's a removable blade lightsaber. You can hang it on your belt as well. I would have loved if those features were passed on to this saber, but unfortunately, I guess they didn't want to do it for whatever reason. That's the bad thing that I have to say about that. But otherwise, you'll be surprised to hear the difference in sound. Let me show you. So this one totally demolishes this one in sound. even the humming noises, and I'll show you the clash as well. So overall, this one is a classic saber. I love this. This is still my favorite lightsaber in my collection because of the history behind this lightsaber. But the thing is, this is a lot louder. I think this is a lot more durable. I feel that we've come a long way, and I'm actually pretty excited about the rest of the Force Effects sabers that may come out in the future. So any of you haters who are saying that this is not loud enough, compare it to the old school lightsabers, and I think it's definitely loud enough. Alright guys, so here is my display. I have my Padawan braid there in the middle, and then I have the Kylo Ren Toys R Us exclusive Force Friday poster. Got the Luke on the left side, and then Kylo Ren on the right. That looks so awesome, I can't believe it, it looks so cool. So thank you guys for watching my review of the Kylo Ren Saber. I will be posting a demo video at the end of this video, and I will also give you guys an updated tour of my room, maybe after the Force Awakens comes out, but here's a little preview of all the stuff I have. But thank you guys. If you watched this whole entire video, please give this a big thumbs up. And until next time, embrace, express, and enjoy yourself.